What is the fastest way a room of happy people turns sour you've witnessed? Post by a random person 123. We had to work on a holiday but management didn't, so there was nobody to unlock the building. We waited outside from 7 a.m. until 7:45 and were told that if we didn't get in by 8 we could go home. 7:55 the manager shows up and lets us in. This makes me mad just reading this. Bad snowstorm started about 4 a.m. a few years ago. My coworkers and I were texting each other thinking no way would they make us come into our job today, we are non-essential workers. We're all home waiting for the email to go out regarding whether or not our boss would give us the day off. Email finally goes out around 7:30 a.m. saying that we would have a shorter day but everyone must show up for work by 9. So I layered up, cleaned off my car, shoveled out of my parking spot and headed to work on very precarious roads. I got to work on time and was greeted by my coworkers who were all pretty happy just to not have gotten into an accident on the way over. All of the clients and meetings had been cancelled, so there was a party-like atmosphere. Just as we were talking about playing charades, we get another email from the boss saying because road conditions were so bad they were closing the agency after all and everyone had to go home. This was 20 minutes after we had all gotten there. I have never seen 20+ people all scream "Are you f***ing kidding me" at the same time before. It was absurd and everyone was pissed. Family gathering was going great until the host realized she was missing thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. She started accusing everyone of being thieves until her husband said he put it away without telling her. When the boss got drunk at the Christmas party and let slip that there was going to be layoffs coming in the new year. That sounds like a bit from The Office, lol. Not exactly a room, but our plane landed home after my company spent a year in Iraq. Our company commander previously told us to tell our families that they shouldn't come out to the tarmac to welcome us back because it would be a f***ing circus and you'll just see them later anyway. Stepping off the plane, who are the first and only people we see? Our f***ing commander's wife, 3 kids, parents, grandparents, brothers, and numerous cousins, friends. I was on a Chicago to NY flight. We all get on the plane, but were delayed taking off due to a heavy storm going on. About 20 minutes in, everybody was still pretty calm until the pilot announces they're working on getting our baggage loaded, because it's been sitting on the tarmac this entire time. The entire plane looks out, and sees all our luggage just sitting there in the pouring rain uncovered, and starts freaking out. I am calling it someone's computer got ruined. At a small gathering, as the lid was lifted on an extra-large pizza, a guy with a miserable cold sneezed directly onto it. Guy just bagged himself a whole pizza. I worked at a casino for a couple of years and the joke is totally true. How do you piss off 500 old people? Yell bingo. Bride throwing up on herself and the dance floor during the first dance. She tried to hold it back, but the groom just pointed her towards the dance floor and she let her rip. Was impressive. Dude decided to pop the question to his girlfriend. At a work holiday party. She said no. Both parties began to cry inconsolably. All the guys in the room tried to cheer up the guy with their tales of woe. All the women in the room took the woman aside and did whatever the female version of the above was. Went from a fairly happy event to a complete disaster within minutes. Plus side, while all of this was going down no one was hitting the buffet so I cleaned the up. Finally a story with a happy ending. Drinking with colleagues from work. A guy was needling me and a friend about how out of shape we are. It was fair and light-hearted. Suddenly my friend blurts out, "Yeah, at least we have attractive wives." Needling guy's wife was standing right there. This made my butthole clench. When I was a kid, there were about 6/8 families in our area who were a good group of friends. Regular holidays together, kids all close friends too and in the same classes at school etc. The backstory was that one of the families kept noticing money going missing from a drawer in the master bedroom. They had an older son who was getting the blame but was denying it. Fast forward a few weeks and it's their younger kid's birthday, and everyone is at their house. Usual script was the kids' party would be late afternoon, then in the evening the kids would end up playing games in some bedroom as the adults had a few drinks. Kids were happy because we got to stay up late with all our friends, parents got to have a few guilt-free drinks. This night was going as normal until we're all shuffled out and home earlier than usual. We got the full story the next day. Once the kids were out of the way, the owners of the house had turned on their TV and pressed play on a video. On screen there was CCTV of the bedroom where the money had been going missing. Clearly in the video you could see the wife of one of the other couples, sitting in that very room, going into the drawer and taking money. Apparently they switched off the video, said, "What you saw is exactly what it looked like," and asked that couple to leave. Everyone else left shortly after. Running out of booze at a wedding. Like an hour into the reception. Luckily I had a flask because I'm not an amateur. The president of our company got completely plastered at our Christmas party. His speech started off funny because he was slurring hard and he was playing on it. Then he started talking about how he came from nothing and became something. Then he proceeded to tell us how if it wasn't for us working so hard and keeping our clients happy, he wouldn't have been able to accomplish building his mega mansion for him and his family, nor would he have been able to afford his new Benz. Awkward muttering, followed by him directing us to drink up and enjoy, because due to budget cuts, the future Christmas party bonus budget is cancelled from here on out. Many of my coworkers relied on that bonus. No one was impressed. Except for one person, the rest of us quit within the first few months into the new year. BlizzCon 2018 when a new Diablo was announced for mobile devices. When they revealed that Drake was the special guest at Camp Flona instead of Frank Ocean. You are an absolute legend for making it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. And if you can't get enough, consider subscribing. See you around.